You all know that after the Open, once again, I was talking about how weak I was and how I needed to get stronger, I needed to get bigger, because I am a bit of a weed. I was like 76 kilos, and the funny thing is, every time I speak to people, they're like, how big are you then? How much do you weigh? And I say, and they're like, really? You look so much bigger. I'm like, I don't know whether to be offended or really happy about that statement. All you pineapple haters out there need to see this happen. Oh yeah. Yes, how to improve rice in a couple of seconds. Need to go and train, but I can't find all of my gear. Pre-workout, you know, the stuff that makes you feel like you're being attacked by a load of hornets? Yeah, beta-alanine, citrulline, melate, non-stim based, great pineapple flavor from awesome supplements. Also my Train and Sustain, which is basically BCAA, zinc, magnesium, Vit C. Those bad boys going in there. Let's roll. All right, let's get to the gym and lift some timber. Yeah, man. I've just got to the box and I've been sat here for like the last 5 minutes because it's so rank outside. I'm like, I'm just not ready to get out of the car yet, but I need to squat and John's on his way. Right, I finally came in the room. We better warm up because my chest is super tight. I don't know if you saw on my Instagram Sunday night, I did like a stupid 300 workout, 100 bench press at 60 kilos, 100 strict pull-ups, and 100 tricep push-ups off parallel, so a little bit more of a deficit. And I woke up this morning, my shoulders are just like here. There's so much pain, so let's get warm. Look who's just arrived. Nice jumper, bro.
I beat my fear of swimming.
Huh?
I beat my fear of swimming.
Amazing.
Yeah.
How good is that?
Very good.
Yeah?
Very good. All done.
That's really cool. So, I haven't seen John all weekend, but somehow he arrives and we're wearing exactly the same clothes.
I like this hoodie a lot.
I like this hoodie a lot. Yeah, this is a Reebok CrossFit hoodie, as if you didn't already know, because it says CrossFit in big letters all the way across. And if you want to find out, if you actually want to find this, I'm going to put a link in the description box so you can go directly to it. I need to just man up and get this done. When in doubt, pre-work it out. Remember, this is non-stim though, because I have had a coffee, so all you caffeine heads out there having a go at me because I'm having too much caffeine, there's no caffeine in this. Oh, she's sharp. A quick question, like a lot of people ask me why I squat in lifters. First of all, my mobility is not particularly great, so I find it hard to keep my weight neutral on the way down. I tend to come up into the toes a little bit as I get heavy. Obviously having an elevated heel really does help. And second of all, it helps with a crossover for me, specifically for my front squats, because a lot of my lifting and my strength gains is to cross over to my Olympic lifting, and I always do my cleans and my jerks and my snatches and everything in lifters, so it makes sense to me to get more comfortable squatting and front squatting in these, because then when I do my cleans, the catch position, it feels familiar. So part one of today's program for squats, it's all back squats. I'm working up to a working weight of 130 kilos for 4 sets of 3 reps. Last week I was on 4 sets of 5 reps at 125, and then it was 4 sets of 4, 4 sets of 3 at 125 3 weeks ago. So now it's the first day of picking the weight up a little bit. So it's going to be interesting.
I'd like to see you doing steady reverse, 130 reps at 4 kilos.
130 reps at 4 kilos?
Opposite.
That would be the most hideous leg pump ever. First working set, 130, 3 reps. So between sets, I was saying to you earlier about the super greens and how rank it was and why I was having it. I said I'd give you an explanation. So, for a lot of you guys and girls who have been following us for a while, we spend a lot of time talking about fat loss or weight loss. And we all know that the basic parameters and understanding when it comes to fat loss is caloric deficit, right? And we normally say with greens, fill your plate up when you're on a diet where you want to lose fat. Because they're not particularly calorie dense, they're voluminous and they're nutrient dense, which is great. So if you don't want to overeat during the day and you've got to eat less calories, a good way to get it in is through your greens. For me, on the other hand, obviously I'm trying to get a little bit bigger, trying to put more size on, so I need a surplus, which basically means I'm taking in more calories than the energy I'm expending throughout the day. So I find it hard to eat enough calories as it is sometimes. So by going and filling my plate up with loads and loads of greens all the time, it's not going to help me get my fat requirements and my protein requirements particularly easy. So what I've done for a short period of time is I'm taking my greens down a little bit and then bulking it up a little bit more in terms of like the nutrient profile by having a super greens juice. It tastes horrible, it's not fantastically amazing to have all the time. Instead of having the veg, it changes the way that the digestive process works, but for a short period of time you get a ton of nutrients in but not loads and loads of volume, so I can get that in through different foods. That's why I'm having that at the moment. Thank God for that. Now moving on to my weak ass hamstrings. That is a sign of just how weak my hamstrings are. You'll notice most people will be tight from their glutes all the way to the shoulders, nice straight line all the way down and then all the way back up without shooting the bum back or without hinging at the hips before you go out. My hamstrings just are not strong enough at the moment to control me all the way down and take me all the way back up without either tearing it or generally just completely breaking me or getting the focus where I don't want it. So adding a little bit of a bend before just takes a little bit of your body weight backwards to allow you to get the right intensity for what your hamstrings are at right now. JC's about to PB his 1RM front squat. 147.5 on the bar. It's looking ridiculous because he's got loads of little wheels on there. Here he is. In the blue corner, weighing 1 pound and 2 ounces. JC. In the red corner, weighing 147.5 kilos. The bar. Come on, JC. Let's go. Skip that bit. Cut. This is the classic G'ing yourself up for a 1RM jig. This could take anywhere from 30 seconds to 3 minutes to 5 minutes to 10 minutes. We're not sure, it just depends on what day of the week it is. Here he is, back in the game. You got this, boy, you got this. Come on. Yeah, buddy.
Bloody knees kicking in.
Oh no, you know what that means? It means we're going for the big one, 150.
That was not a good setup. First time I got a bit excited and grabbed it right in the wall.
Easy. Easy money. Easy money.
Those valgus knees, mate. Like, yeah.
This is squats. Now the squats are over, hands are done. I'm going to finish with some squat cleans. Just going to work up to, I don't know, around 75 to 80% and just do some more reps, just because that's a bit of a weakness for me at the moment. It's consistency, so making sure they all look symmetrical. So I'm working on double squat cleans. You're on powers, because you are going to get your long old knee looked at.
Yeah, outside of the hammy, I'm going to have a look at tonight. It's been giving me jip for 4 weeks, and I have done so much rolling, pressure pointing, barbells, balls, everything. I just can't fix it myself, so I'll go and see someone and see if they can help me out. It just, when I get to like just before, right at the bottom of the squat, I get like a shooting pain, like a nerve, and then on the way back up again, it gets me again. I think it's where the calf and the bicep femoris and the back of the hammy meet. Apparently there's a nerve behind there that cyclists get a lot. If I push in there, it's pretty tender. And I just struggle to get it, so I'll get someone to acupuncture it or something.
So you are staying above 90 degrees?
Yeah, I mean I can squat, like I squatted there, but with dropping at speed it hurts.
Yeah. You'll notice on that last rep at 105, as I finished my pull, and instead of pulling and jumping straight up or backwards, I jumped forwards into the bar. So it looked all right as a rep, but it felt horrible to catch because I felt all over the place at the bottom. So the weight's not going any heavier until that is sorted. So cardio looks a little bit like this. Don't know why I'm even going to say this or suggest this, because I don't think I'm going to have fun doing it. But it should be quick-ish. So it's going to be a flat progression. So 21, 15, 9 of calories on the row, toes to bar, and then down up. So burpees without the jump. Yes, it will be pretty ranked, especially the 21 round, because I would aim to get all of my toes to bar unbroken if I can, and then hold on for the 15s, and then just grind out on the 9s. Well, you know, there's only one way to find out how this is going to go. JC's going to use the air bike instead because he's crazy.
No, because there's rower downstairs.
The rowers, look how far away they're so far away.
I might nip in my knee a little bit because it's pretty much the same as a squat when you're down the bottom, isn't it?
Yeah. So let's do this. $6:45. Hey JC. Now that's done. Refuel. You saw chicken and broccoli, rice, and I've added my pineapple. Also, banana going in as well. And then I need to go home to the laptop, and I'm going to share with you the project that we're working on with the laptop. So you join me in the office, which is very important for the next part of this vlog, which I'm super excited to tell you about. I've actually just been to the shop and bought stationery because of this, like, anything new that happens, I'm like, I need to buy new stationery. Any excuse to buy stationery. But anyway, a lot of you will know who have been following us for a while that me and John are obviously personal trainers, sports nutritionists, and generally just happy people, right? And we've spent so much time on YouTube educating, helping, motivating as many of you as we possibly can, which we absolutely love and are going to continue to do. But one thing that we have found generally is that when we give out the information, especially across a specific type of video, we have to say, well, it depends quite a lot, or, but maybe this, or maybe that. And sometimes it feels like the message can be a little bit, for want of a better word, a bit wishy-washy. And we've kind of got quite far away from being able to coach one-to-one. And that's where all the magic happens with clients. So we've actually decided recently, we're like, right, let's get back, dip our feet a little bit back into full-time coaching, which is very, very, it's gonna be a very small number of people that we can physically work with, because we've made the promise that if we're going to work with people, I'm going to be a coach and John's going to be a coach. So if you decide to work with one of us, they're the only two people that's going to be involved. It's either going to be me or it's going to be John. And that being said, obviously there's limited numbers, because for us, it's about giving quality over quantity. We don't want like hundreds and hundreds of clients that we can't look after, or they don't get the specific attention that they need. So we're going to offer to a limited number. We said this on Instagram the other day on an Instagram live, and we've just taken on a handful of clients. We've probably got around 5, maybe 10 spaces left that we could potentially open up, depending on what the goals are and etc. and all that kind of stuff. So if you are thinking about coaching, or you want to be coached by me personally or by John personally, there's an email address at the top of the description box. All you need to do is email with interest. We will send back a sheet which tells you all you need to know, how the coaching works, what you get for your money, how much it costs, and different options and everything like that. We'll send that over to you, and then maybe you can become part of the TLM team. Don't worry if you don't hit this kind of round of getting clients in, our goal is not to have clients for years and years and years. We want to bring each individual person that comes in, give them a load of education, set them up, give them everything that they need to move forward, to set all of their goals, work to their goals they've got, and get new goals without ever really needing another coach again, unless their training goals are a little bit more sports specific or they massively change, have some trauma, something changes, etc., injuries. But we're super, super excited about it. The clients that have already started are doing incredible things. New pens, even a new pencil case. Even in this, I'm not giving into this full modern world where everyone's like, nobody uses pens anymore, they're all about the computer. I'm like, no, I'm gonna get pens and I'm gonna get a pencil case. And they're probably never gonna leave there, but still. I've got all my stuff sorted with all my clients. So if you do want to know more about it, like I said, the link or the email is down there. All going on down there. Just email for an inquiry, we'll send you over the details. I've just sent out some more TLM kit, which I've got to take with me. We have so much exciting stuff coming TLM wise. So we have pretty much been running the show with our TLM kit ever since we started it thinking it'd be something quite small and just that we could kind of manage ourselves. And to be completely honest, there's so many different areas of it that we were quite naive to think that we could run it all ourselves. So it looks like we're going to be pairing up with a new company, which means new opportunities, more time for us to design and create new things, and higher quality products, which is what we want. The best we can possibly get to you is what we want. We don't want to be selling merch as such. It's all going to be top quality stuff. We've got main things at the moment we're working on are the red TLM tees that everybody's been asking us for, which are going to be coming, and we're also going to drop the TLM caps later on, which we're super excited about, but we're just making sure the design is completely right. So we're going to give you all the information you need to know about that when it's coming up. Also, I'm going to say it, John might shoot me for telling you this, I'm not sure, but we have been working for a long while on the TLM training plan, right? It's done. It's finished. It's ready to go. Who wants it? If you can't afford the online coaching, don't get me wrong, we've made ourselves as available as we possibly can. It takes up quite a lot of time being online coaches, but we put it at a price where we're like, you know what? It covers us for our time, but we're still affordable for people. We're not going to turn around and go, oh yeah, we've got all of these followers and all of this social going on, so put the price up. We're not like that. We want to make sure that we're available coaches. So, but anyway, if you can't afford that, or you're kind of at a point where you know what, I just want a 12-week blast, a plan to get me going in the right direction, some education on nutrition and the training that I need to periodize, and you want to kind of compete against me and John because there's some challenges in there, we have a TLM training plan coming your way. That is going to drop very, very shortly as well. Just remember, with any training plan, we make it and we emphasize this in our plan. It's a 12-week protocol, but by no means does it mean you train for 12 weeks and that's all your magic pill done. This is just phase one. There's so much to learn in there, so please, when you do pick it up, don't just go to the training plan, follow the plan for 12 weeks and then forget about it. There's so much to help you understand your calories and training, your sleep pattern and everything that you need. So if you're excited about that, let us know with a massive thumbs up and comment below. It's so nice to be back behind the camera, so thank you all so much for watching. As always, any questions, comments, queries that you've got, leave them below, and myself and John will be back soon. I hope you have an awesome week. Keep being awesome, guys.